Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a little bit of an experiment. So I don't know how many people are going to be watching this live, and I don't know how many people are going to watch this in the VOD. So I'm just going to jump into the explanation, and then we're just going to jump into the game because I'm just going to go and be real. We're not beating this game tonight.
It's
So
forcing us to do this.
I've held them hostage. I have their loved ones held in my captivity, being taken care of course. Yep, they're all there. And the idea, so once upon a time we had a feature called Then and Now. Now the whole point of Then and Now was it was actually the predecessor to what is now referred to as the In-Depth Classic, because it's the same general mindset and format. The catch, the thing that really made the Then and Now different, was that it was then and now. In other words, it wasn't just me going back and reviewing and being as critical as I can. It was someone who had never played the game, so came to it with a completely different perspective. That was Third, who's right above me here. You can see him on his shaky screen right now. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. Now, in addition to this, Bragwin, who is looking very lovely tonight, by the way, I want everyone to know that. I know I can't pull up her camera, but trust me when I say she looks awesome. She also has basically never really played this game. Like, I know she's aware of it, and I know she's fully cognizant of what Battletoads is. She picked this, by the way. She's the one who decided this is what we're playing tonight. So she's joining us. Third is joining us. I'm going to be trying. I have played this game. I'm beating this game, but it's been a long time. So as you can see, I've got each one labeled. I've got each game showcasing, so you can see all three of us. I'm going to be over here on the right, and by on the right I mean in the middle. Third's up here. Breakman's over there. And I want you guys to be willing to, talk and bash and say how terrible it is, because the whole point is to basically kind of pseudo-review this as we go. And
I do not have any problems.
Yeah, I've never played this before. I've heard that it's very hard. Obviously, it's a meme, so
Yeah, it is. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I did this a long, long time ago, way, way back in the day, for like 3 days, and I took it back on the second day because I just could not. Just couldn't.
Yeah, this game. So a little bit of backstory for you at home and for the both of you. This game was actually originally an arcade game. It was designed to be that, and that probably explains everything. For those of you not aware, back in the day, arcade games were artificially, as in a bad way, designed to be difficult so that they would take more quarters.
Yeah.
Battletoads is one of the examples of that. It was very artificially difficult, the arcade game, specifically to try and rip tokens out of you. It was also very 90s, which is funny because it actually came out in the very early 90s. So, that's fun. Then they decided to port it to the NES. Now, this is the funny part, because this is actually, and I mean this with total sincerity, easier than the arcade version. They actually ported it to make it easier. This is the easy mode version of Battletoads 1. Now, that being said, it is also extremely buggy. So, the bugs make problems, is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, I'm ready to go if you guys are.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, as we in the business say... Oh, go ahead.
You just spent 5 minutes telling us how we'll hate it.
It's 3, 2, 1, go. Get ready, Toads! Down to the surface on the turbo cables.
Toads. She's hidden beneath the planet's surface. Great.
Oh, has she beneath the
Ragnarok's
planet's surface?
Canyon. This sounds great. I'm gonna watch the intro.
Yeah, I'll go quiet for the intro here. And it's done. Story. Oh, and I'm almost dead already. I know my new controller's loud. I'm trying to have it under the whip thing there so you can't hear it.
Apparently, I can't punch two enemies at once.
Nope. This is not a race. No, this is absolutely not a race. This is basically a review. By the way, hi everyone. Platty, Sonic, More Cowbell, Ice Tray, Boring, Zira, Fuzzy Duck. What's going on, guys?
Oh.
So you can pick up stuff. I'll go ahead and tell you that.
All right. I'm fighting a stork or something.
So it's probably worth noting, for the interest of historical accuracy, I can't see your two's screen right now. I mean, obviously, I'm capturing it, but my screen is covering most of my camera, so I'm not aware of how well or badly you guys are doing.
I've already restarted 5 times.
Jesus, that's actually better than me.
No, I'm bashing some enemies with a piece of another enemy I picked up. That's cool.
That is very 90s, yes. Just keep in mind 90s, and you will understand a lot of this game. It will make all
Oh,
of
yeah.
the sense. You're playing Venom at his edgiest. If you guys ever ask me to do an in-depth classic of this game, I'm going to punch you. No, I'm kidding. It'll probably actually have to happen at some point. That is a pig with wings. Yes, that is literally what that is.
Ooh. When pigs fly, they said, you'll
Yep.
beat this game.
They didn't even know. Oh, God. No, I missed the one-up.
Oh.
I mean, I didn't want that. What? Oh, right, right. I forgot about this section.
So do these weapons break at all?
I don't remember, if I'm being completely honest.
That wasn't invented until Breath of the Wild.
Oh,
Oh, I got the one up. Oh, good. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Oh, that's kind of cool.
don't be confused, Zira. Don't be confused. Embrace it, Zira.
Am I supposed to do something here?
You are supposed to do something there, yes. If you're at the section I think you're at.
Boy.
I don't quite know
Whoops.
what I'm supposed to do.
Accidentally skipping cutscene.
Oh, I found out what I'm supposed to do. Okay, that's kind of cool, actually.
What
I
is so,
like this perspective change.
so what are you thinking so far, Bregwin? What are your thoughts?
I am going to beat the snot out of this flying thing.
You got this. Kill the flying thing. Is it the pig? Or is it the guy? Or what?
It looks like a gargoyle pig thing. And
I've done it. I've beaten the first level, I think.
Woot! Grats.
oh,
Alright.
I can't aim.
Let's
this.
get mad, bad, and crazy.
Damn right. Gonna get real, y'all.
Isn't that copyright?
Oh my god, there's
Wait, what did he say?
Level 2 is called the Wookiee hole.
Oh. Yeah, so back then they didn't care a lot about copyright infringement, as Earthbound showed.
I did.
No, live, Bregwin. You got this, Bregwin. You shall relive. And when you're...
Ah, I can't hit this bird. There we go.
Hey, Tazara! Well, I'm dead, too.
Okay.
No, I'm almost dead again. Ah, no, and I'm dead again. I only have one life left. Is it this button? God, I can't remember all the combos at all. It's been an extra... Oh, there we go. Okay, okay. Game design, where we're going, we don't need game design.
Oh, those flies give you health, I guess, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're a frog or,
Okay,
or a toad, I guess.
I just figured that out in the second level. I was avoiding those.
Enemies! Enemies everywhere! I mean, this is a NES game. It's fairly... It's a good move, really, to avoid anything.
Ow! So they cut the rope, and that's an instant one life over. Okay, cool.
Yeah, that I have lost multiple lives to my rope being destroyed.
I was just like, oh, I'll just avoid these. No. I'm being attacked by a Q.
Good evening, Nothrism. Whoa! Alright, so what I was thinking is what we should do is we should all pause... Like, as soon as you beat the second level... We should have done this in the first level, honestly. But as soon as you beat the second level, everyone stop and wait for everyone else to catch up, basically. Until everyone's there.
As soon as you beat the level, you're assuming a lot here.
Look, you guys got this. I have much faith in Bregwin's skills. Bregwin is awesome. Chat, is Bregwin awesome? Yes or no? I have a feeling chat's going to back me up on this one. More cowbell is a traitor. He must die.
You bastard.
Anyways, the idea is we'll go ahead and break, like, in between levels. We can just pause the game and hear the... And, I'm not even kidding. That's actually a thing. No! I might not even beat the second level. Anyways, but we'll break and then we'll share thoughts. It'll be like, okay, what do we think of this?
Can't recall.
See? Bregwin is marvelous. Bregwin is awesome. Bregwin rules. You got this, Bregwin. You got your own cheering thing. This is not working out. Oh my gosh.
I've got some thoughts for when we break.
Yeah, me too. God, I hate this stupid freaking game. I mean, hi. By the way, for those of you at home who are relatively new, I want to remind you that Bregwin is the one who decided we'd be playing this game tonight.
This is not the worst game I've ever played.
No, it's not the worst game I've ever played. That is true. That's not true, Fuzzy Duck. That's my niece. Sorry, Bregwin. You're not the best person in the universe. She's got you beat. I apologize.
Oh god, stun lock, no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the stun lock is real, by the way. I'm actually not sure how to get out of it. I think there's... I shouldn't say I think. I know there's a little bit of RNG involved because this is not a well-programmed game. Not a well-ported game. EA's Battlefront. I mean... I played that, and I just died. Game over. God, I have to start all the way at the beginning.
Can't get in the swing right.
Oh my god, I do. I have to start over at the beginning. Oh, this is the worst game ever made. That's not true. I've played E.T.
Oh.
SNES Battletoads did do better. That's why there's like 3 SNES Battletoads and only 2, I think, NES ones. And one of the NES ones is a port of one of the SNES ones. I'm not even kidding. Dude, I am super legit happy about the Right to Hell Retribution lore run. I've never shied away from my pride in that one. That was work. Like, different kind of work than the WoW lore run, but it was work, by God. Now, the WoW lore run, I should do that one over.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Just do it better this time. If only WoW didn't suck to play right now.
Oh, God.
Because they ruined all my classes.
I fell off screen.
No! Come back, Bregwin. We need you.
Alright, we're already doing better.
And I'm not. Of course, I died.
I'm just gonna keep spamming.
I should say I game overed, to be slightly more accurate. Oh yeah, by the way, there's death. So there's injury, death, and game over, which is actually not bad for a game like this, but... Yeah. I mean, for a game literally designed to try and eat your quarters. I think we should house rule this, all in favor of allowing save states.
Sure, I don't remember what my save state buttons are, so...
I don't know what mine are either.
Well, if you hit Alt, it should pull up the menu, and then you can be like, push Zam!
Oh no, what's going on here?
In fact, I'm just going to make a save state right now, because screw it! Screw this stupid, broken, buggy-ass game.
I did not know that alt was a thing, and
What happened? Hang on.
I need to
Oh, that's cheap.
some things because alt is something else.
So I was trying to get you to pull up the menu, but yeah, you have... What did you do to your screen? You've ruined it, Bregwin. You destroyed it.
Sorry, it's here. Oh no, what did I do?
Okay, so... Hit escape?
There we go.
Now... You're good. Okay, yep. There's an infinite lives code? I mean, there's cheat codes. This is 2019. We can cheat with anything at this point. Almost anything. Especially older games. Oh, God. The hurt box on this is awful. No, my lives. The birds cost me my lives. And I'm dead. What are you talking about, Fuzzy Duck? I have a copy of this game.
How would you do this?
I can physically produce it if I really have to. Sorry, I realize I'm being loud here. I apologize, viewers at home. What do you think of Battletoads? Vote now. Donate $5 if you think this game is great. Donate $70,000 if you think this game sucks.
That's cheap.
That is cheap.
How long is this level?
I know, right? That's why I was like, it's just... Can we use save states? Can we just agree? Like, we all agreed, right?
Oh, I think I just beat it.
Thank God. You're going to beat it before me because I game over earlier. I was almost at the end. I was extremely close. Like, maybe 17,000 more screens and I would have made it.
Alright, so I'll go ahead and pause. Actually, I'll just go ahead and... Yeah, I'll pause while I'm waiting.
Okay. So, what do you at home think of the game so far? Is it the worst game ever made? Or in the running? This might be the worst game I've ever reviewed, and I've reviewed Some very interesting games in my time. Did I just game over? I just game overed. Hang on.
No.
So, moving on. Oh my god, I should have save stated more aggressively. What's wrong with me? So, Third, you're officially better than me. I have game over twice on level 2 so far.
Oh, I game over it a few times
Oh.
as well. I think gamed over 2 or 3 times, and then just beat the last time.
I keep missing the damn... Ugh! I just want to eat the flies. Give me my lives.
Hold on, I'm going to minimize my screen real quick so I can figure out what the safety buttons are.
Okay. Here you can see Third's desktop, or whatever is on the screen. Oh my god, I didn't know you were into Hello Kitty, Third.
Your dedication.
Okay, who just donated? Who just donated? What the heck? Why would you donate? Don't donate for this game!
$750,000 because I think it's a bad game.
I mean, that would be awesome, but... Actually, that would not be awesome. If I have a viewer that rich, why are you putting it towards this game? Damn it, Ice Tray, no! Hang on, Ice Tray. Ah! Oh my god, I have only 1 life left. So for those of you wondering, in the upper there, you can see the squares are health, the hearts are lives, because that makes all of the sense. Like, I'm not even sure where to begin with my complaints in this game. Oh wait, yes I am. I do this for a living. You okay, Braven? Yeah, I know, it's weird.
Dry throat. Dry throat. Oh, sir, that was...
Just realized I should be using this. Okay. Save. I'm getting through this stupid level. Ah! Okay, so this is basically as far as I've been. I'm curious how much further I have. No, Bregwin, live! Don't die to the game. Don't let the game beat you! You're better than this game. I really was. I was right at the end. God dang it. Okay, so I've beaten level 2. Don't get too cocky, snot skins! Well, I will quote a terrible movie and say it's not snot, it's mucus! Pause. Okay, so I'm here, Third's here. Bregwin is now in read-only move. Bregwin is recording a movie right now.
Somehow, I don't know what button I pressed. I don't know. I just stop kicking me. Alright. Stop kicking me.
So what is happening here is you've got like either Alt or Shift or something, and it's stuck in stuck mode, you know what I mean? So like usually what I do is I Alt-Tab and Alt-Tab back, and that usually fixes it. Did I fix it? Nope.
Nope.
Okay. So you're... let's see. Movie. That's Q. The Q button does that. So whatever you hit the Q button, that's doing it.
Well, I have Q as attack.
Gotcha. Well, the good news is that's not actually doing anything. It's just changing the movie status if you were recording one, which you're not.
If you recorded 1,000 movies right now.
Oh, God, that would actually be really funny. It's okay. They're all AVI files, so they're ludicrously large for how small they are. Hi, Savacom. Yes, we've kind of described... I'll go ahead and repeat myself really quick. Welcome to Then and Now. We actually have done Then and Now before. 4 years ago, I think, was our most recent one, which was Zelda LTTP. And it was just Third and I. Third and me. But then, now Bregwin has joined us because she is awesome and the best ever. And Bregwin is now on level 1. She's got 3 lives and 5 health. And she's reading and then writing her movie in rapid fire because she refuses to rebind that off cue. Okay, hang on. Bregwin. Pull up the menu. No,
Okay.
the emulator menu that you totally aren't using. You want to go to config?
While we're waiting, we could,
Well,
Never mind, I'm sorry, go
okay,
ahead.
this is the only way to do it.
Here, hang on. I'll stop capturing you for a second, okay?
Okay.
Oops, that's not you. That's not you either. There, okay. Now you can do whatever you want with your screen, because I'm not capturing it. So you need to go to Config, Map Hotkeys, then you need to scroll down until you get to the movie section, and you'll see the Q hotkey there, and you just unbind it.
Okay.
I agree, Savacom. I think Bragon will add something to this. So, the new Battletoads. I mean, I'm kind of looking forward to it. I don't know why people seem to hate the new art style. I'm kind of ambivalent on it myself, so I don't really have a plus or a minus there. Alright, did you figure it out, Bragon?
Okay, there we go.
Okay, are we good to recapture you? Recapture, listen to me.
I believe so, yes.
Okay, now you're still off, but that's okay. I can fix that really quick. I don't know why it's off. I don't know how much it's off by. Whatever, we'll assume that's good. Now go, Bragwin! Okay, so third, you were about to say something.
Oh yeah, I said while we're waiting, I was gonna do something real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
Oh, here we go.
Are you playing your 3DS?
That's actually the Switch. But...
Oh, okay. Hey, I'll pull up my Switch too. Hang on. Is this? Hang on. What do we got on the NES emulator right now? On the Switch. Let's do this. Game selection. Do we have Battletoads? I don't think we have Battletoads here. Pretty sure we don't.
Do they actually have Battletoads on the Switch?
I'm checking. No, Bragwin. I heard a death.
Yeah.
You got this, Bragwin. Now, Bragwin, all that anger and rage you're feeling at me right now, I want to remind you picked this game.
Yes, I know. I am hyper aware. Oh, God.
Yeah, no, they don't have it.
Stunlock. Hi, Stunlock. Thank you. Oh.
Alright, you got this. Mash!
I got dying.
So Bragwin is dying a lot. Now,
Yes.
hang on. That's not an insult. That's not a comment on anything. I'm just pointing out, because Bragwin, who doesn't really know much about this and doesn't really know Sky Scrolls at all, I noticed that she's not doing any of the special moves or anything like that, which means to me, implies to me as a game designer, as a reviewer, that none of that is intuitive to her, that it's not really occurring to her to do it. So, for example, if you dash and then strike, you will do a big hit. Or if you hit jump and then strike, or jump and strike at the same time, you'll do a different attack. You can kind of see the extra little swing there, and it does more damage. You can always tell we're doing more damage because the score will be bigger. A normal hit's like 500. So it's kind of a way of tracking your damage, your DPS. Quick, get him, get him, get him!
I gotta admit, I was doing them, but accidentally.
So now you're up to the boss. Save state, save state. Hit Shift F1.
Shit.
Hold down Shift and F1. Quickly, quickly.
Okay.
Okay, you've got a save state. Now, what you're gonna... I can't tell you about this. Right, you're fighting the boss for the first time. You got this. See? She figured it out. She's smart. Admittedly, this is actually pretty neat, what she's doing right now, in my opinion. Not just because Bragwin's awesome, but because I think this is actually a pretty creative thing. If you're paying attention, it's actually really simple what they're doing from a pure code perspective. All they did was loan it... Yeah, it's just an overlay. Yeah, it's the exact same basic structure with a couple of additional animations, and that's it. But she did it. She beat level 1.
Yeah!
Booyaka. So as soon as you hit level 2, which it took Third and I multiple game overs to go through, you probably want to pause.
This is Elvira's slightly lame sister.
I mean, Elvira had it going on, I'm sorry.
Yes, I wish I had those curves. I really do.
That's actually not what I meant.
Me too.
I wish I had those curves.
Funny. She's also funny.
That's yeah, she had a great, like, the way she presented herself. She was awesome. So, I want to go down the list. So, I want Bragwin to go first, because she has the most outsider perspective. Then I want Third to go, and then I want me to go. So, Bragwin, what are your thoughts so far?
Oh my god. The memories have come back from when I was a kid, trying desperately to play this. My brother had already given up on it and put it down. Me being the hard-headed little kept trying and trying to beat this. I think I got to level 4.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know what level the racing thing was on.
3.
3? Okay, there we go. 3. I quit at 3.
Now, okay. Very valid thoughts. Any additional thoughts on like the graphics or the music or the presentation, the difficulty?
Oh, okay. I don't know how. Would a tutorial be nice? Well, not. I don't know.
A NES tutorial?
A little too much.
I mean, there were NES games with tutorials. Super Mario Brothers 1.
Yeah.
But they were the exceptions.
Yeah. So I didn't even know that any except to button mash.
Okay, I'm with you. So, any additional thoughts on how terrible this game is? Final thoughts, I should say. Any final thoughts?
Final thoughts? I would like to take the pixels that this game is displayed on and throw them off of the highest cliff.
Okay, that's very understandable. Funnily enough, that's what level 2 is. So you actually get your wish. Congratulations.
Oh.
Third, what are your thoughts here?
So I'm actually going to be a little bit opposite. Overall, I'm actually net okay with it so far. Honestly, like the aesthetics, the presentation, the sounds are actually pretty good. I mean, honestly, they're doing some cool stuff with it, like as the first boss indicates. Now, once you actually start getting into the combat system, it's kind of takes a downward. The hitboxes are very bad in this. I'm been struggling to hit stuff just because I think I'm supposed to hit them there, and apparently that's not where it is. I'm randomly doing combos. I have no idea how I'm doing them. Although it kind of gets up past because it's NES, and they really didn't do that back then. I can tell that as this game gets harder, I'm probably going to get very frustrated with it. Just because of the way it controls and the way the combat works. But so far, I'm actually having an okay time, especially being an NES game.
Okay, that's valid. I'm going to go ahead and agree with basically both of you. So, as Third mentions, there's actually a weirdly large amount of quality on display with what they were able to do with the NES, both in terms of creativity as far as the presentation and the actual execution. The level design itself is astonishingly basic. Like, there's no level design per se at all. It's just going left to right. There's a pit, and there's enemies, and that's it. There's no complexity. There's no nothing. The enemy design is pretty creative. There's a surprising amount of enemy variety. That's not quite what I was saying. There's some enemy variety, which is surprising. There we go. That's how I want to phrase that. Like, in the first level, we only actually had 3 total types of enemies, but each one was notably different from the others in the way they acted and the way they function, and that was same with the second level as well, which obviously you haven't seen yet, Bragwin, but trust me. The thing is, the biggest problems for me are things that Third already brought up. It's actually the hitbox and the hurtbox. So, quick little thing for you at home. Hitbox is obvious. That's the point at which that's the collision for an object that shows when a hit connects with them, right? When it went, and that the thing is, a hurt box is kind of the inverse of that. A hurt box is the hit box of your weapon, of your swing, right? So the hurt box shows where you're going to hit. Now, usually a hurt box refers to an enemy, but there is also a hurt box for yourself. Obviously, you need to know where your swings connect. And the Toad's hurt boxes, and I have to say that in plural because it is, are all over the place. So sometimes you're not sure where your swings are, and sometimes you're not sure where their connections are, and that's terrible. It's kind of the Donkey Kong Country problem, but much worse. If you were noticing on my playthrough, one of the things I kept trying to do is get that damn sword, because the sword had an extremely predictable hurt box. It's right in the middle of the swing. Just funk, right there. And that, as soon as I get that, my playstyle was like, oh yes, there, go, go, go. Now, I do also want to add that I think that the 6 health, 5 lives system is surprisingly tolerant, given what we've got, and given the nature of the game, because it means we actually have a granular penalty for failure. You know, you get hit, you lose health, you lose a life, you don't game over. You game over, you start the level over. And I mentioned that because, as I mentioned earlier, Third and I started over multiple times, and we still started over in level 2. We didn't go all the way back to the beginning. Which may sound strange, but for a NES game, that is forgiving. It's surprisingly forgiving. Those are my thoughts. So we have a couple of choices here. We could keep going, or we could gouge our eyes out. I mean, switch to another game. Now I'm going to let Bragwin decide, because she hasn't seen level 2 yet.
I don't know if I even want to.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, if we keep going, Third and I will be in level 3, which is much worse.
Yeah, the race.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
also
okay,
something I forgot to
Suzanne,
mention.
Please, because if I beat level 2, that's where I'm going, and no, I'm too pretty to go to hell.
What were we going to say, Third?
Screw one-hit kill enemies.
Yeah, agreed.
Um,
We haven't even seen the beginnings of that, really. That's the sad thing. We should...
Screw the flying pigs.
Yes. I am going to at least try level 3 one way or another. I want you guys to see it on camera. Because level 3 is... It's a thing.
I want to try it too.
Alright, so let's go ahead and try level 3, and I'll go ahead and pull my game back up here. So let me get a save state in, and let's see what we can do. So level 3, of course, is the gross level, and I know what you're thinking, why is it so gross, Laura? Well, because this is the 90s, and gross things are funny. Nickelodeon told me so. So you see
It
that?
reminds me of Prey, oddly enough.
So, yeah, okay.
Oh.
First demonstration, so if you slip off at all, you die. Just,
Yeah, I just accidentally slipped off.
yeah. Just
Are
straight
these
up
Space
death.
Invaders?
Yes, those are Space Invaders. They give you health up.
Oh, I was. Another thing I thought was an enemy.
Yeah, no, it's... Like I said, the game is weirdly well designed for how terrible it is. It's bizarre. No, I'm serious. Like, again, 6 health and 5 lives in a NES game designed to kill you is weird. It's also worth noting that a lot of the game, you can go ahead and stun lock the enemies just as well as they can stun lock you, which I suppose isn't really a thing in its favor, but it's something, you know? I want you to picture this
apparently
game.
You get a new life at 100,000 points.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so I'm going to get a save here because this is the race. The easy one. So you see how they're showing us stuff? Yeah, this is how this works. This is it.
Yeah.
More Cowbell made a comment earlier that a tutorial in this game would be kind of pointless because of the nature of how the game changes up its gameplay every few levels, and unfortunately that is very true. This is basically, and I'm dead.
Yeah, I'm at the race too.
This is basically the whole game. The first Battletoads game is just every level is a different gimmick, which normally would be a good thing. As was pointed out by someone earlier, despite all its many flaws, this is still a rare game. So there's still some obvious quality on display.
Oh.
Some of these, by the way, tricks in the harder race that happens later on are quite literally frame perfect.
That's comforting.
No, dead. And I'm game overed. I'll go ahead and accept the game over.
Whoop.
Get a fresh save in here.
Yeah, I save status. I'm just keep trying to race.
Oh, I know, right, Link? Yeah, by all means. I wanted a fresh round of health and lives. And this first part isn't really that hard or long. How you liking level 2, Bragwin?
Oh, I remember this. Oh, you die.
Oh, that was just a checkpoint, I guess.
Yep. You thought it was over. You don't know what over even means. I like Fuzzy Duck's comment. This could be best perceived as sink or swim. Bragwin, I know you're distracted, so I just thought I'd let you know that Tizara said thank you for a clip earlier.
Oh, you're welcome, Tazar. Right. Die, bird.
I must be misremembering then. But yes, I was referring to Volkmirs. So I'm going to go and get a save state there, because I would like to do more than just this initial thing, and I knew that was coming, too. I knew that was coming. Yeah, so what I find most amusing about this game, and I mean this with total legitimacy, there's no elitism here. This is not the hard part of the game, the part that I am failing at over and over and over. I have gotten past this point.
They're just evil with these obstacles.
Mm-hmm. You can memorize, right? Because if you can't, well, then you're dead.
Oh. You
got this, Bregwin. I can always tell Bregwin's on the verge of dying because she pounds the keyboard just a little bit harder. I mean, I do the exact same thing. I know exactly what she's doing. Down, up, down, and over. Nope, I didn't get the jump on time.
Oh, you're gonna...
Whee!
Yep, there we go.
I misjudged those mobile ones.
Oh, yeah. What'd you do?
I overwrote.
Hit F1.
I did. And I overwrote the save. And it
Yeah.
keeps just loading the beginning.
Wait, what? How did you overwrite it?
Oh, wait,
Just
what?
F1. Because I was thinking to myself, how do I load it back up? And
Oh, okay.
Dang it.
I just...
So apparently if you don't jump using the ramp, that's not the right way. Crash.
I am jumping. I mean, you can literally hear me jumping. Well, maybe you can't.
Maybe I'll actually do this in one try.
You got this, Bregwin.
I am having the worst time judging those mobile ones. Like,
Facing the right way would be nice.
I'm having the hardest time being able to jump off these ramps, which is weird because I had the timing right earlier. And now I just apparently can't hit it at all. Oh! Well, that... Okay. Right. Wow. God, I've beaten this level and I didn't remember that.
yeah, I got over one.
Ugh, okay, there. Next checkpoint.
Oh. I mean, I guess jumping's the thing.
Don't jump, don't do it. It's a trap.
I'm just re-rolling save states forever.
I know the feeling.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
I don't know what that means.
Oh yeah, this guy.
That's what that means. Okay.
Yeah, go ahead, Morcabel. I want people to understand how much worse Volkmire is. This really is nothing. Again, I'm not trying to sound elitist. This is the easy part of the game. This is this is the barrier to entry. That's what this is.
Cool. I just saved and I was dying. That's great.
I love it when I do that.
Oh well.
And again, and I feel like I've said this before, but this could be so much worse. They could, for example, they could give us no update that they're about to happen.
Doing this level over again.
Like, imagine for a moment, just picture, if you will, if the little flash, it's about to be there thing wasn't there at all. And they just expected you to memorize or be that quick. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Oh, come on! Save. I am aggressively abusing save states at this point. I don't even care.
Oh, me too. I've been doing that.
At this point, Brig, when you're doing that too, right?
Oops.
Oh, god dang it! I even got past that! Oh, I actually got past that. Okay, hang on.
Okay, dude.
Nope, no.
Jumping seems very janky.
Well, it's
I'll reach the platform and it won't actually reach the platform.
I could be misremembering again, but I'm pretty sure it's because your actual where you are, your jump box, your hitbox, whatever you want to call that, actually does vary based on your animation.
Oops.
It's either that or it's just the animation hitbox issue in general, which we've already mentioned. No! Hi, Blue Wolf Alex.
Eh.
God dang it.
Now you said they won't warn you what's coming up ahead.
Yeah, I know. I'm at that section. Oh, God dang it. I have played this game without save states, but I was a lot younger and had a lot more free time. I probably had better reflexes then, too, because that was about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see how close to the center I can get before.
Okay. Did I do it? Did I beat level 3? I think I beat level 3. I did! With massive cheating. Oh god, I know what level's coming up. Yep, it's the ice cavern. So now I get to watch you guys.
You can see me just reloading the same state over and over.
Yep, if it makes you feel any better, you're basically right at the end. Like, that is the last challenge. Getting through that, and then there's a jump, and then another jump, and then you're there. Oh, Brakeman's doing pretty well. I like her. Not just for those reasons, though.
I keep hitting that very last... Wait, is that last one a double on the same side?
There we go.
So, after you do the up, down, up, down, up, down, there's going to be a double you have to jump over, and then there's going to be guys flying over who are going to drop something you can either go in the middle on or jump over. What was your best time, Link, if you don't mind my asking? I've never actually run this game. I've run, a bunch of other stuff. Never touched this one. This is probably obvious for how much I'm sucking. You got this, Bragon. You got this. Don't be afraid to save aggressively. Aggressive saves. OOB. What's OOB? Niscosta.
Ah!
You got this, third. You got this, Bragwin. No, I have not. I'm aware of it, but I've never done it.
I'm actually kind of getting dizzy. Just watching this over.
Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I mean, that's a hell of a lot better than most people could manage, Link, so I'd still say that's pretty impressive. I don't even know what the record's like right now. I guess I can go look. I say record. I use speedrun.com for my leaderboard, so I have no idea. What do we got here? 12 minutes 38.7. Oh wow, Mexican runner. TMR actually has the second place on that with 12:42.4. That is not bad. Are they running this at GDQ next week? I haven't seen the whole schedule yet. I remember there was one where they had... Oh, what was it? It was PJ and... I can't remember his name. And they were... It actually wasn't this Battletoads. It was Battletoads of Double Dragon on the NES. And that was one of the funniest damn runs I've ever seen. In fact, you know what? I'll try to find it to link it to you guys, because this is a run worth watching. I think it was Mecha Richter. Let's see. There it is, Battletoads. And yep, found it.
Ooh.
Here we go. I'm going to just link that in chat. If you got time, I highly recommend that run. It's very funny. It's like Third is trapped in an infinite loop. Groundhog Day, the only way to get out of this one. I do actually do too, Blue Wolf Alex. Of all the Battletoads game, the SNES Double Dragon one is my personal favorite.
I just can't do it.
No, don't go to bed, Suffocom. Don't leave us. You got this, Third. I believe in you. This really is the end. Like, if it's not obvious, you pretty much have to be moving before you see it.
That's what I'm doing. If I get off rhythm just even a little bit,
Oh, I know what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Well, it took me like 50 times to get through it. I think Groundhog Day is a pretty good movie. If nothing else, it gave us the concept, which there's a reason we keep calling those Groundhog Days to this very day. Just gonna watching both of you here. You got this. Bregman's like in a staring match right now. Ooh, see, the funny thing is I actually like a lot of Groundhog Day things. Star Trek TNG had one with Cause and Effect, which is among my favorite TNG episodes of all time. And what else did we have? We had... I am not Sonic Doctor, shut up. We also had... Stargate, the SG-1 one you mentioned. There was another really cool one that I was thinking of. Was there a Farscape? I think it was a Farscape episode. Had a really good one too. Why what, Leo Tamer? Bragwin picked the game, okay? I gotta be honest. If you guys ever fund an IDC of this, I do not promise to beat it. I don't.
hold on.
I would never hold you to. Get over here.
IDC refers to In-Depth Classic. An In-Depth Classic is when I do my full review method with the pluses and the minuses for an older game. A game I already know or a game that's, you know, a classic. Which at this point is basically Xbox 360 and PS3 and earlier. Which is sad, but true.
I'm doing it.
Oh my god, he's doing it! Look, he's perfectly doing it with absolute precision and full health and full lives. It's insane how amazingly perfect he is at this. It's just, look at that. That's phenomenal. Bravo, sir. Bravo. The color palette's different, too. Oh yeah, so the most infamous glitch in this game I should mention. Oh, there's two, but probably I'd say the most infamous glitch in this game is the fact that the second player's controller does not work properly in Volkmeyer's Inferno. Just straight.
Whoops. Wait,
Dragon Quest 3? That's insane, Savicom! But yeah, no, that'd totally be allowable. It'd be fascinating to go back and reanalyze Dragon Quest 1 through 3, which I actually don't know that well. You asked me about 4 through 11? Yeah, I got you. But 1 through 3? I know 1 the best of the original trilogy. Oh yeah, the 4. Let's not even talk about the frame rate problem. So, third.
Yes.
I want you to hit your minus key.
Okay. Why my minus key?
Well, reload. And then hit minus, like 3 times. Quickly. Very quickly.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
so you've
I have the same emulator as you.
so it's slow down. It's just make the game slower. It's got to be an option. If
I may not have that option on this one.
I don't know. Kinda did, yeah. Boring.
I don't think I do. Hold on a second. Oh, here we go.
You got this, third. Yeah. Can I get some flexes in chat? Give me the flexes in chat. Ah, stop lounging here.
Oh, wait, I still crashed.
No!
God. I'm gonna.
You got this! Now, Bragwin, you hit minus. Just once.
I think I already did.
I think it's minus by default. I'm actually not sure. Hang on, is mine minus?
Almost did it.
Yeah, I did. It's a lot slower.
Nope, yep, it's minus for me. Minus. Now it's at 50%. Now it's at 12%. Yeah! Ultra slow makeup. Technically frame perfect. Yeah! Gotta get over that one. We're kind of reviewing the game and kind of just having fun with it. Like you do. Whoops, that's the wrong button. Yes, this is how the whole world is to me. That would actually be kind of weird and boring. I'd go for it, though. I mean, that's how the Flash sees things, right? What the... Come on. What in the world?
Also, the hitbox for or hurtbox, whatever, for the Toad
Ah! There we go.
is
I don't know
very
why.
off.
Why did I let Bragwin do this? This was her choice. I want to remind you.
My choice, guys.
She decided that she is actually masochistic. I mean, she's my friend, so she has to be.
Alright. I think I like this better because I can actually react.
Damn it. God, I'm way too slow for that.
Oh, let's see if I can do it. Oh, man, I saved it too late.
Did you make
Oh,
it?
God.
Oh.
I saved it. I was trying to save it right after that, and I just saved myself dying.
No. Did you give up as well, Bragwin?
Yeah.
You can just watch this over and over again.
My hand hurts.
Yeah. So, okay. So, thoughts on... So, let's start with Bragwin. Hang on. Thoughts on level 2. Go.
It can only go down. God. Tubular. Let's see. Any other puns from way back when? No, this sucks. No. My hands hurt. I hate these little drone thingies right here. Every time I get close enough to them, they zap me like a damn bug. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have to go quiet so they can hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And, I mean, you don't want to hear me going, ah, die, Snowball Man, do you? Die, Snowball... No, so... Any additional thoughts?
No. No. My hand hurts.
Yep, that sounds about right. Third, what are your thoughts? Oh, god dang it, I did that again. Third, no! Third has been killed.
I mean, you know,
Damn it.
it's like I said, as I predicted, it started to get a little frustrating at the end.
At the
Although I
end.
can't say I haven't beat my head against games like that before.
Yeah.
Things like Super Meat Boy and whatnot, I've done a lot of that stuff. Yeah,
God damn it.
I don't know. Yeah, if I was playing this like for real, unless I'd spent a lot of money on it, I probably would have stopped about the same point. Because at that point, it's just like, okay, this is just, I've just got to sit here and practice this over and over and over again until I get the reflex done right, and that's what it is.
And don't forget you wouldn't have the save states if you were playing on the NES.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, if I was actually playing the NES, then I would probably have stopped. Unless I was really young and I had like much more free time. I don't know. I mean, it was kind of enjoyable before it started getting into level 3. Hitboxes again are still super weird. I was even slowing it down at one point, and I crashed because I thought I was going to make it, and I didn't. Just because of the weird hitbox.
Yep. That's how it is. Yep. As I've said before, hitboxes are probably one of the biggest flaws of a lot of older action games. I mean, even Donkey Kong Country on the SNES had issues with that.
Mm-hmm. Again, not the worst game I've ever played by far. It's just one of those. I thought this was going to be a lot worse, basically because of all the infamy that it's gained. But it's an S game. What can I say?
Yeah, honestly, that's actually. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So I did the same thing with like Ninja Gaiden when I hit level 5 or 6 or whatever. Bashed my head against the wall. There were some places in some of the other NES games where it was just me bashing my head against the wall until I finally finished it because I memorized things or got the reflex down. Or I think that just seems to be kind of the theme of some NES games.
Oh yeah, they relied a lot on memorization for a lot of the difficulty. I think that's one of the reasons why NES speedruns have always been so popular. Well, that and the fact that they're relatively quick. As was pointed out, a 23-minute time is considered not that great in this game, which is insane if you think about it. There we go. So, I guess I have to give my thoughts now. So, for those of you looking at the screen now, you'll notice that I have just reached the instant death spike section. The fact that I have just now reached the instant death spikes section probably says everything it really needs to about this. Come on, keep throwing them. I continue my trend of what I mentioned earlier. There's a lot of strangely good game design on display, despite the fact that this game kind of sucks. Nope, too early. Because, as I mentioned earlier, there's a lot of ways that this could be so much worse. Imagine if they just force you to memorize on the... hang on just a second. Nope, that was too late. Imagine if they just forced you to memorize on the turbo bike section, for example. Didn't give you any warning whatsoever. Or imagine if they didn't give you the ability to continue from the level that you ended at. Just little things like that are... How did that hit me through there? Are surprisingly generous, given the nature of the game. Oh my god. Are you guys watching my screen right now, by chance?
No, but I could be.
I was just curious because, oh god, it put me back here. Why did you put me back here? Why would you do this to me? Do you not love me? Is that what this is? But yeah, a lot of NES games, hell, even more, technically better NES games, I went a little too early there, have less forgiveness, for lack of a better way to put it, when it comes to failure mechanics. As opposed to this monstrosity. Now, this is just unfair. So if you can see what's happening, this... Oh, God, of course I die then. That was the section where you have to... So you have to duck under the tall ones. You have to jump over the... Excuse me, you have to duck over the small... the tall ones. You have to jump over the small ones. You have to... and you have to be advancing, of course. And every time you get hit, it's this big old knockback, which I'm sure you guys are both very familiar with by this point. Oh, yeah, limited continues, by the way, too. Although that's... Honestly, that's barely even a factor compared to everything else going on. Okay, I'm actually going to get a save state here, because I'd really like to get past this screen. I don't think it's physically possible for me to get past this screen, though. Okay.
What monstrosity have you made through?
Okay.
Oh, that's me dying.
Oh my god, third one in the world! But yeah, there's ways to get extra lives. I don't actually know if there's ways to get extra continues. I'm legitimately not familiar with that. I don't know how that works. Oh my god. So there's a 1-up, for example. Ah, a little too quick. Oh my god. Why am I still playing this game? What is wrong with me? No! Still too far to the right. I keep screwing that up.
Oh.
My favorite part is how I really feel like I have no idea where I am at any given point in time in the game. Like, I want you to watch my sprite as I do these jumps, because it's wrong. It's not where I'm actually landing. Like, I kind of have a sense, a vague sense, obviously since I suck, of where I am, but that sense is not where I visually... Like, look at this. Look at this. Look where I am. This is me on the edge of this thing. You know? Okay, so no way to get into it continues. Okay, so I all you get is your 3, I think, continues. God, I don't actually remember. Ah. So how many badge? So third, you know the badge system. Brigwin, do you remember the badge system?
Badge system?
Badge is what we used to do for then and now.
Oh, right. Yes. Yes.
All right,
I
so
thought you meant in Battletoads, and I'm like, wait, what?
yeah, no. Oh, there's a lot of gotcha, by the way. There's an enormous amount of gotcha in the design of this game. It's strange, but anyways. So, 3, I was right. So, obviously we can't give this the Save the Princess badge. That's just right out.
Oh, no.
So,
The...
so we've got the badge of quality. Do you think it deserves the badge of amazingness?
No.
The badge of this is the best game ever made?
It will test how
There we go.
strong your walls are, because you just might throw your controller through it.
Oh, God.
Badge of quality that way. Badge of rage.
Badge of rage.
Just... It tastes of despair. This game.
So you're saying it's a cheesy game?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, why is it? What am I doing wrong here? I actually don't know what I'm
I
doing
don't know.
wrong
I'm
here.
just sitting here watching. I'm wondering what you're doing.
Well, I'm like jump immediately after doing it just to make sure that I don't get hit by the ricochet. Nope, that's not okay. Let's get a save here. It's gonna do this. Nap. Oh yeah, this has ice physics too on top of everything else with this. There we go. Now I gotta dodge that because it's basic. Oh, okay, no, we're okay. Okay, I got this, guys. It's time to beat the level. Blind run. Oh God, get out of my way. Nope. Jump. Duck. Go. Die. Duck. No, I hit duck. I was stuck in an animation. Oh God, I'm back over here. Wrong way. Continue being insane. Ah, damn it, I'm dead.
Alright. Night.
I got this. Good night, Brigwin. Except it's not Brigwin going to bed. It's the Brigwin-esque. But not the other Brigwin. Oh, God, I'm dead because there's ice physics. Death by ice physics. You know, I was actually thinking to myself, one of my favorite things to die to is by ice physics. I don't know about you guys, but it's just so satisfying to watch yourself kind of go careening off a cliff as you're basically screaming, "No!" the entire time. It's phenomenal. It's a wonderful sensation. I love it.
Ice physics in the sewer.
Oh my God. Okay, take 75. There's also a little bit of a delay on input, I've noticed, which I've tried to get used to. And as I've said before, I am terrible. Oh my God. So, in case you're not understanding why this jump is so hard, in several NES games, you see the ceiling up here? See this? This would just be cosmetic. This isn't cosmetic. I'm bumping into this here. So, that's actually collision. So, the purple terrain is all I've got to work with, basically. Down. Pause. Save. Unpause. Duck. Oh, you asshole. You total asshole. Oh, I'm gonna throw this lower up. Okay, run. And now the fun part. Nope, too slow. Okay, here we go. We got this. This is it, guys. We're gonna beat this level. We're definitely not only about halfway through it. The levels are really... I guess that, again, goes back to that arcade design thing. Oh, God. What is wrong with my throat all of a sudden? This game's literally killing me. You could put that in the review. Game literally killed me.
And posting from Afterlife.
Yes, posting from Afterlife. Oh, my God. So actually, I didn't remember this. I deserve to die. Apparently, you can't jump over those. Like, there's a weird...
Are those yellow snow columns?
Yes, and you can't jump over them. You have to get under them. Ah! Hang on, let's go to do this. Oh, we're super dead, but it's okay. We're going to make this work. We got this. Yeah, I'm going to punch through this because that's physically possible. No, if you fall down here, you're dead. You need to die. So don't fall down there is what I'm trying to say. So now we need to... Oh, God, don't get hit by the thing either. If you can avoid all the things that will kill you instantly. Now, you're probably thinking, Laura, why are you trying so hard to get through this? Well, I really want to show you the next level. This is going to be... Battletoads is really one of those you think this is bad kind of games. You ain't seen nothing yet. No, I don't accept that. I am not a pancake. Because I know what I'm going to have to do here. Yep. Nope, I'm wrong. Nope. Hang on. Okay, down. Okay, got rid of the thing, and we're done. We did it. All right, now for the next level, which is much easier, honestly. So this next level, watch out for the breakers, Battle Barf, because they're going to break you into little green pieces. Don't worry about it, Toads. The Dark Queen don't surf. Okay, so you remember that level that we just went through, right? Level 2 or 3? Welcome to hell.
Oh, no.
Now, I don't know if I'm really getting across how awful this is. And this is why I wanted to show off this level. I really did. So, this is my full move speed going up and down. You'll notice it's much slower than the jet was earlier. So you have to know what you're going to do well in advance and already be doing it. This is my jump button. Not that, not the death. I'm completely out of continues. That's okay, we'll just do this again. Yeah, I love the ice level so much, I just wanted to go back here.
Oh God, Third, I just noticed the Slimer's cousin.
So yeah, the surf level, again, there's a lot of meme-tastic nature to the race level from earlier, level 3, and of course the much harder one later. This is when it gets really bad, right here. This is when it's officially, no, listen, screw you. Screw you. Now, if it's also not obvious, you'll notice that every, I think it's other? Damn it, I cannot seem to dodge that thing. Every other hop, it looks like? I'm not even sure, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not as familiar with this part of the game. Is the one where you're a little bit higher and you can actually go over things like that. Nope, I'm just screwing it up. God, apparently cannot get past that log. That log is my kryptonite. Who knew? I got this, guys. I got this. I am the best Battletoads player currently playing Battletoads at this exact second in history. That might still not be true. What is Third giving you nightmares again? So you'll notice, and this is once again why I wanted to keep going, because it keeps getting worse. Somehow it keeps getting worse. It's like, you know what?
No, honestly, if they didn't make everything instant kill, this would actually be pretty decent.
Well, as I said before, there's some really weirdly good design decisions on display here.
Yeah, like there's a lot of good concepts, this, honestly, for an NES game.
Mm-hmm. I mean, again, based on arcade game, but still.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but...
This is what I call the, oh god, I screwed it up. You can base...
I screwed it up.
This is called I screwed up. No, you can go into spastic mode here. Yeah, I'm having an epileptic seizure mode. Doesn't do anything. It's just... Okay, we're done. So this is Battletoads. What more need be said? Third, what the hell is that?
It's a Battletoad.
I like how Bregwin's isn't paused. I just noticed that. She's just hanging out. Or is that actually paused? Okay, nope, yep. She was just hanging out. The enemy was just like, I'm not going to attack you.
Yeah.
What? I'm busy.
I'm just having a nice chat.
Yeah, this is my lunch break, dude. Piss off. So yeah, Battletoads. I give this the stamp of don't play this game.
It's like one of those movies that you hear is so bad it's good, and you watch it, and it's just not great, and you're like, okay, sure. There's a couple good parts, I guess.
Yeah, I totally get the appeal for speedrunning, legitimately, because the game is already designed around memorization for a lot of it. There is a huge number of difficulties, obstacles that you can only really overcome by knowing they're coming. There's simply no amount of reflexes that are going to save you at a certain point. But if you know where you're going, that's like, whew, okay, and this, then move over here, and then move over here, and so forth and so on. But yeah, no, I'm already tired of this music. But I really feel like the game is something that would be an awesome game with more modern development time. In fact, it's one of the reasons I'm actually very curious about the recent Battletoads, the one that isn't actually out yet, but is coming out sometime soonish. Now, Bragwin, I'm afraid you know what's going to happen now.
What?
Well, see, you got to pick the last game, but now I get to pick the next one.
That's cool.
And the next game is much, much worse.
Yeah. Actually, I will say this, since this is, kind of a then and now related topic. I think if I played this when it came out, I would think much more highly of it.
I mean,
just because I didn't have the experience of playing other stuff, and I'd be like, "Oh man, this is a pretty cool game." Even though it's insanely hard at some points.
Are. Now, I'm actually curious, because I love to hear other people's perspectives on this. So both Link and Blue Wolf Alex think this game is great. Why? Like, what's your reasoning? What is it about the game that you really enjoy? I'd love to hear the specifics. Oh, apparently her name is Angelica. The princess has a name. I'd love to hear about what it is that you really enjoy about the game. Third, really? That is legitimately terrifying. What are you doing, man? Okay, here, I'm going to just kind of drop this here. Here's the game. We don't actually have to play this. Oh, no, there are lots of people who think this game is super easy. I have zero doubt of that. Absolutely zero.
Those people are insane.
Well, no, because, see, the thing is, there are some people who simply like the game, and that's why I want the opinion of both Link and Blue Wolf Alex. I imagine they're both people who are actually reasonable people. Then there's some people who just, for the game, it just kind of, it clicks with them. Okay, sure, that's cool. And then there's some people who are elitist dicks. And those people are the ones who would be like, well, this game is super easy, and there's just something wrong with you. And that's just elitism at that point. That has nothing to do with the quality of the game or the quality of the players. Oh, yeah, by the way, and I just feel like pointing this out because not only have I been praising parts of the game, but this is very amusing to me. This game has skippable cutscenes. So for all of you saying that, well, I don't know, Lore, maybe you're being too harsh on a PS2 game or a PS1 game for not having skippable cutscenes, can I just say that this game, an NES game, has skippable cutscenes? Yeah, no. No excuses. No excuses. Are you two playing it at all? Are you doing anything?
Rad Racer, yeah.
Yeah. Well, Bragwin isn't. She's just got a black screen.
Oh.
You don't have to. I told you didn't have to. I meant it.
Oh, well, that's cool. I can faff around in it.
Whoa. Yeah. Wipe out.
If I had to say what I think is the worst thing about this game, just like one singular worst thing, it would be that the game doesn't actually tell you anything that you really need to know to enjoy and play it. Like, for example, let me just use a direct example. You're not supposed to jump on the jump pads in World 3, Level 3. You're just supposed to run off of them. Nothing indicates that in any way, shape, or form, other than the fact that jumping obviously doesn't work. So it's okay, I deserve to suffer. Like I said, I do think the level design is amazingly basic, but I'm willing to forgive that because there's a lot of variety in the actual gameplay. As I mentioned earlier, the fact that you just kind of keep... Oh, dang it, screwed it up again. You just kind of keep changing game modes, gameplay mechanics as you go throughout the game is awesome, and I think is probably one of the game's best features overall. Like, I mean, That's cool. How many NES games can you name that changed the actual gameplay mechanics substantially? Basically every level. There are a few, but most of them are usually like, and then here's the, here's the chess level, and here's the such and such level, and blah, 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 blah. So Blue Wolf says he likes the tight controls, the music, and despite the continues, find the difficulty fair with some exceptions. Link says the graphics are good. I fully agree with that, by the way. Graphics are actually very good in this game. And very innovative. The music, I mean, yeah, it's David Wise. What more needs to be said about that? I know it's probably kind of quiet under me right now, but it's some good stuff. Variety and content, which I already mentioned as well. Great challenge without being too unfair. See, I don't think I agree with that part. It's the only part I disagree with you guys on. But again, I think a lot of that is based on my biggest negative point, which I already mentioned. The fact that there's too much of the game that you don't know unless you know it. The game doesn't actually tell you that.
Of course you follow me. They all do.
Now, if you know what you're doing, yeah, of course. I'm trying to think of another example of that. Help me out there. What's another game where if you know what you're doing, the game just goes from being impossibly ridiculous to actually, oh yeah, I got this.
A recent one, or
I don't care. Just a game.
Super Meat Boy.
Yeah, actually, I'll give you that. Super Meat Boy is an excellent example of a game where if you know what you're doing, yeah, no, you got this. Donkey Kong Country, actually, I'd agree with that. There are several base mechanics and core concepts of Donkey Kong Country that are not actually presented in the game in any meaningful fashion. Some of them are in the strategy guide, some of them are in the handbook, some of them are nowhere. Sekiro. Yep, you know what? Yeah, that's actually another good example. I agree with that.
Yeah, I guess the Dark Souls line of games, kinda. I mean, you can still do stuff if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. Okay, so anyways, I'm going to see who just donated because someone donated. Pause. Let's go ahead and pull up the donation tracker. It was Ice Thank you very, very much, Ice Tray. As always, appreciate your support. Thank you. Ice Tray just donated for me to stop playing this game.
We'll keep playing. Maybe he'll donate more for you to stop.
Oh, that's a good idea. No. We're going to do a hostage run. Let's go, guys. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, that'd be a good thing. Hostage run. A new type of run.
Oh, God. I'm going to play this. I can't even think of it. This is some horrible, terrible game. But, that's a good point, Alex. I do agree that this is basically a form of walkthrough-itis. The necessary information not being presented in the game itself, but it's there, and if you know what you're doing, you know what, this is like Treasures of the Rudras. We looked at that game earlier this year on the SNES. The idea of so much of the nature of Treasures of the Rudras basically relied on you knowing what the boss was doing, knowing what kind of elements were the attacks, knowing what kind of secondary effects the armor had, and knowing what kind of spells you could design and build with the mantra system. Not knowing any of that, because none of that's in the game, so not knowing any of that, just, So I'd agree with that. I think yeah, that's my biggest problem with this game is the walkthrough-itis thing. Hi, Baron. But that's why I recommend people don't play this game. Not because I think it's bad, to be 100% honest about that. As I've already said, I think there's actually quite a few good aspects of this game. It's just that the negative aspect of the game, which I just mentioned, is so bad that unless you're actually committed to getting into it, then you're going to have the same time that those two had. You know what I mean? That's why I put that recommendation out there. If you want to sit down and look it up or watch a guide, there's several guides on YouTube, or if you want to read a game fact or whatever, you'd probably be able to get into it a lot better. Hi, Killing You. So, Bragman, you didn't load it. Why, Bragman? Why?
I did. I am playing it right now.
I don't believe you. Oh, you stopped sharing your screen.
What?
Or something? I do not see your screen at all right now. Your screen not.
There we go.
There we go. Okay.
It somehow just automatically...
That's so weird. Well, since I made you two load it, I guess I'll load it as well. This is also not, a game I would... So this is one of Square's earlier games. It's not a good game. It's got a good soundtrack, though.
Has anyone ever actually? Well, of course they've probably made it to the finish line.
The best Square game before Final Fantasy. You know what? I'll actually agree with that. Because I've played several of Square's games before Final Fantasy. Behold the greatness of its glory. Was Time Lord in this game? I don't actually know if I have Time Lord. I might. Oh no, there's cars everywhere and they must all die. Yeah, this is somewhat similar to Pole Position. We're gonna do it, guys. So you're probably thinking, okay, Laura, what's with this game? Well, this game is kind of dumb. I know what you're thinking. Laura, why are you so harsh on video games? Well, I don't know why. I guess I'm just evil. But but the relevant point is Rad Racer has a time limit in a racing game.
Yep.
Now, in the arcades, the reason racing games would have time limits is so you could play for like 40 seconds and then you'd pump in more quarters. It's probably the single most ridiculously predatory practice I've ever seen in an arcade game design, the racing thing specific. It's awful and it deserves to die. The only thing that's really memorable about this game, in my opinion, is the soundtrack. And I know what you're thinking, but I don't hear any music. Well, that's correct. There is one song in this game. Other than, you know, the sound effects or the you're about to run out of time thing. And I'm hoping I could actually at least play it for you so you can hear this song. It's actually a pretty good song. It was by Nobuo Uematsu. It was one of the earliest songs he ever developed. God, I still can't believe TMR actually did that. That man is dedicated. Yeah, it's some people. I've talked about this before, and I've talked about this guy. I was right there too. One of the weird things that some people seem to assume is that if you just make pixelated graphics, it'll automatically be, oh man, it's awesome. No, there's a difference between bad NES graphics and good NES graphics. This is a good example of bad NES graphics. I would argue very strongly that Battletoads, we just saw, was an example of good NES graphics. Actually being able to do something with the palette and with the limitations of the system. Yeah. Bragwin shows Battletoads, Baron. You'll have to ask her. No, I agree, boring. I just mentioned that because there was a very strong wave for a while there of a lot of indie games to just be like, we've got pixelated graphics, and they weren't good. They were just pixelated. It's like, hey, we got old school graphics, yeah! And they were crap. You know, the mobile market probably did the third. Have you ever worked with any with the mobile market like that?
Oh yeah, all the time. They're easy to make. I mean, honestly, that's probably one of the biggest reasons. Easy to make, and it draws in nostalgia.
Yeah, true enough.
I mean, there's legitimately good ones that use pixel graphics, but
I mean, I will always use Shovel Knight as an example of modern retro graphics, which were done quite well, with only a couple of exceptions. There were exceptions. There were a few points where the graphics were just not good in Shovel Knight, in my opinion. No, you jackass.
it's very easy to crash in this game all of a sudden.
Oh yeah, you bump into them a little bit too hard and whee! And we're dead. Okay, well, enough of this game. So you said Time Lord was the name of the game? Do I have that game? If I do, it's going to be here. Let's see if I can find it.
Now, I do... One thing in its favor, I do actually like that they'll let you... And if you happen to reach the checkpoint, it'll let you keep going.
Time Lord, here we go. I have several copies of Time Lord. I don't know which one's which. Let's just try this one. Milton Bradley, rare. Yep, no, here we go. Let's do it. I'm ready. Yeah.
I haven't finished my race. Hold on.
It's going to be the best game ever. I'm ready. I'm ready for the terrible. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Okay, okay. Right. And by right, I mean left, actually. Oh, my God. Oh, they've already been doing that, Baron. Look at Ukulele. For just an example of it. They're attacking me with spaceships. And, oh god. Oh, Jesus. Oh yeah, next we should do RC Pro-Am. Well, I hope your rabbit is doing okay. Killing you. I don't know what to do. I haven't played this game, so I have no idea what I'm doing here. Nope. Oh, I didn't get the orb. There we go. I got the orb. I thought I picked up that orb. Best game ever. Position. Castle Harmon, England. ETA 1250 AD. Oh, you didn't make it?
I was just trying to go.
Oh, you got this. I believe in you firmly.
Alright.
Okay, I take it back. I don't believe in anything. I've given up on life and humanity because of this game. What in the world? So apparently this is a dwarf fortress? With dragons. Did you know dragons and dwarves were around in 1250 AD? Because I didn't. It's okay, they kept their swords in parcel packages. Oh my god, what is this nonsense?
It's like if you mixed Eeyore with a dragon, you get Aragon.
Isn't that just Aragon as is, though?
No, I mean like the Aragon that...
I know, I'm just making fun of Aragon. Aragon sucks! There, okay. The movie, to be more clear. No, there's only NES games. From now on, this entire channel will be doing nothing but NES games. That's my life now. I'm pulling a TMR, but much worse. And I'm dead. It's okay. I have a sword. It's okay to die when you have a sword. It looks badass. If you die without a sword, it's just like, well, that guy sucks. But with a sword, I am awesome.
And that sword is the key to Valhalla, so yeah.
Apparently. Whoop! Something just changed. What just changed? I saw it in the background. Oh god, did we lose third? We lost everything. No, we lost Bragwin again.
I didn't...
I'm still here.
Yeah, I'm still here.
No, you're not sharing your thing. Is the point? Anyways, whatever. This game sucks. So this was Battletoads. So I'm gonna go ahead and ask those on YouTube and those on stream and those currently present, what do you thought of this idea of trying to revitalize this whole then and now thing in this format? Bragwin, go.
This is fun. I like it.
Why did you pick Battletoads? Okay, sorry, go ahead.
I thought maybe it wasn't as bad as they said it was, but oh no, it's worse. Oh no, it's worse.
Alright, so third, what do you think?
Battletoads are of the then now format.
The new then and now format, sorry.
Okay. No, I think this can work. I think we probably need to get like like a show layout for it. Like at the end when we did the badges previously, we'd just be like, okay, rate it in this, then rate it in this, rate it in this. Remember with that when we did the test audio only version, kind of like that.
Oh yeah, I do remember. Yeah. Okay, I like that idea. We could hammer that out off camera, obviously. What do you viewers think? Obviously, Blue Wolf thinks he liked it. And nobody else liked it. Hourglass didn't like it. That's why he subbed. Thank you very much, Hourglass. As always, appreciate those subs. Thank you, sir. Do you know what you want to put that towards, by the way? Ice Tray, you also didn't put your donation earlier towards anything, other than obviously not playing this anymore. So any other chat members want to give any thoughts on how this worked out for you guys? Oh, and you're probably wondering why can't I capture their webcams? Honestly, there's just issues in the way of doing that. There's literal technical issues in the way of doing that. I don't actually know how to solve those, to be completely honest. That's part of why this stream took so long to start.
I think what we would have to do is basically recapture our our window locally and then give it to you. Which we can do, but
Yeah.
more setup we want to do. Just try and
Yeah, I don't know how that
Capture
will work, but I've written it down for Suikoden 2 Ice Tray.
Excuse me.
I see several people saying, please do more. Fuzzy Duck doesn't like the animated background. Now, that's strange. Do you have a reason why?
It's pretty.
I could do 3 animated backgrounds. That's actually not a bad idea. So what I could do... Oh, that would be a thing. Like, cause so here's just black, which I don't like for many reasons that should be self-apparent. So let's bring that back. Let's go ahead and chop off the local recording, first of all.